or maybe toss it into the trash without first cutting it up.
But that's almost what some of you are doing, some of us are doing, when we get rid of our receipts. And it's because some businesses apparently are not following the federal law. Here now to explain, Call for Action reporter Aaron Sakin. What exactly are they doing or not doing?
In this case, that's exactly right. It is something that they're not doing. The businesses, by law, are supposed to truncate your credit card number on your copy of the receipt, so there should be nothing to worry about. But we recently discovered that could end up being a very dangerous assumption. Unless we buy something we may need to return, many of us do the same thing with our receipt once we're home.
If it's something small, I usually trash it. Usually we just throw it away.
And by law, there should be nothing on it that puts you at risk of identity theft. But we discovered that some businesses, everything from retailers to restaurants, may not be following the rules.
It's a problem that is huge proportions, and consumers need to be very, very careful, almost paranoid in a sense.
Effective last December, Congress banned companies from putting your complete credit card number or expiration date on your copy of the receipt. Most should look like this, with all but the last 4 card numbers redacted.
Because obviously anybody could get that receipt if you leave it in a bag or if you put it in the garbage and don't shred it.
Yet more and more companies are being hauled into court, accused of not complying with the law. Several of the lawsuits filed by customers here in the Pittsburgh area. For example, one Sewickley law firm has brought at least 6 federal lawsuits against merchants that it says failed to redact the protected information after the deadline. Named in the suits, restaurants like Qdoba, Max and Irma's, and Texas Roadhouse. Also, retailers like Bose Electronics and Charlotte Russ, and candy maker Mars Incorporated. After learning this, we put a few local businesses to the test. First, we visited Primanti Brothers in Oakland, paying for lunch with a credit card. They passed the test. As you can see, the numbers were truncated and no expiration date on our receipt. We then tried Atria's at PNC Park. It also passed. No numbers or dates. But the result was far different at a restaurant widely regarded as one of the best in the city, Cafe Allegro on the south side. When we paid by credit card, both the expiration date and the entire card number were right there on our copy of the receipt. We blurred them here to protect the numbers. We informed the owner, who agreed to an interview. Are you concerned that it's still on there, even though technically it is against the law to be there?
I know identity theft is an issue, so of course I'm concerned, but in 21 years we've never had any complaints or problems with this system.
She also said she was aware of the law.
It was difficult personally because we had a family crisis and I just did not execute as quickly as I should have. It's not a difficult thing to do, and we will do it.
But lapses like this one don't appear to sit well with the average consumer.
If I would lose that receipt, then somebody would have my whole credit card number.
Very scary. Very scary.
The National Retail Federation says the vast majority of all merchants are in compliance. It believes the new law does not require both the credit card number and the expiration date to be redacted. A Federation official said, quote, "The intention was it to be one or the other. Generally, the lawsuits are someone looking to make a quick buck." The Federal Trade Commission disagrees, saying the law requires both be blocked. Ultimately, the courts may decide.
Basically, the bottom line is, as a business, you really want to keep your customers happy. And so if all other businesses are trying to protect customers and you're not, it's a huge indication that you're not putting the customer first.
Of those companies named in the federal lawsuits, those who responded to us all said the suits were without merit. Keep in mind, these rules only apply to your copy of the receipt. The merchant's copy can have the full credit card number right on it. That's something you should be aware of when you go out to eat, and leave the restaurant's copy signed right there on the table. The problem with that is somebody could easily walk by and grab that copy. So the thing to do is either give it right to the waiter or the waitress, or just wait till they get back to the table.
Gotcha.
Otherwise somebody could grab it.
Makes sense.
And I throw my receipts away all the time without even looking.
Have you ever given a $1 tip, though? That's my question. I don't know about that.
That's a good tip for
Are you
what,
making fun of my
$4 or
tipping?
$5 meal. That's a good tip, Aaron.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
I try.
Check, please.
Do that.